Good afternoon, everyone. My name is David Target. I'm one of the graduate assistants in the Office of Gift Planning, and I have with us today Mr. Paul Gallagher. How are you today?
Hi, David. How are you? Thanks for calling.
No worries. Mr. Paul Gallagher is one of our McAllen spotlights, and to get the ball rolling, I'd hope you could tell us a little bit about your background, where you're from, and kind of why you chose St. John's.
Sure. So I was born and raised in Astoria, New York.
Mhm.
I love Queens. It's my home, and I hope it will be my forever home. So I graduated Monsignor McClancy High School in East Elmhurst in 2012, and I came to St. John's as a freshman in September of 2012.
Mhm.
I had two brothers who graduated St. John's. So my oldest brother, Matthew, graduated St. John's in 2005
Mhm.
with a accounting degree, and my middle brother, Kevin, graduated in 2007 with a degree in criminal justice. So I kind of followed the trend, and I wanted to be at St. John's. I knew what I wanted to do. So I was very excited to come here. I got accepted as a freshman. Um, I spent 5 years at St. John's. I got my undergrad in accounting, my bachelor's degree in 2016, and I got my master's in 2017.
Awesome. Okay. So I'm kind of on a similar path. I'm doing my undergrad now I just finished my undergrad, and now I'm doing my 1 year of grad school to finish with an MBA now. Um, so you decided to become a McAllen member a little earlier than I guess the average time people usually become McAllen members. So I was hoping you could talk a little bit about why you decided to become a McAllen member so early on.
Sure. So I was fortunate enough to work directly with Susan Damiani in the Office of Gift Planning in my grad year. So I was looking for a graduate assistantship. I had met Susan, and a funny story about that, Susan actually never had my resume.
Great.
So when I sent in my resume to be interviewed, Susan couldn't find me. So I messaged her one day and I said, "Hey, can I have an interview?" I never heard back from you. And she said, "I've interviewed 3 people and I haven't felt any connection to any of them. So sure, come in." So I met Susan. I came in one day, and I was interviewed and I was hired on the spot to be
Awesome.
Susan's graduate assistant. So I was really excited to join Gift Planning. It was a great group that we worked with. I felt like there was a direct connection to the university. Everything the university did
Right.
was through Gift Planning. We were the people who we recognized the alumni, which is one of the reasons that I did go to St. John's in general, was that the fact that the alumni network is so great. And the Office of Gift Planning directly connects with our alumni. So knowing that, it was easy for me to say, okay, these are people who have given their time, they've given their talents to St. John's over the
Right.
years. And I just wanted to continue that legacy. Um, St. John's has been very good to me. It's really helped me get a job. It's helped me become a great network, um, build a better network, actually.
Right.
And with that, it was just imperative that I gave back to the school
Right.
that gave me so much to begin with.
Right. And I know I feel kind of the same way you do. Like the school has given me so much. Um, it makes sense to, or I understand why people become McAllens and don't donate this money to the school to help like create their legacy and allow students to be able to live the best possible 4 years that they can at the university. So very well put. And then to end it on a fun note, I was hoping you could, if you were tasked with the challenge of recruiting a potential McAllen member that Susan had maybe asked you to speak to, how would you go about encouraging a potential alumnus to become a part of the McAllen Society?
So Susan's been begging me to get my entire accounting class to become McAllen members. And it's something that I would love to do, and I'd really be very proud and almost honored to do it.
Mhm.
What could I say to someone that wants to be generous? I think generosity is a huge impact in someone's life, both through personal reasons and for reasons they have of their own. Generosity is it just makes a good person. People who are generous are always kind. They're people you want to be with, people you want to be around. So I would say that if someone has that distinction, if someone has that they're just a good person, they're someone you want to speak to, they're someone you want to get to know, that they're almost qualified already to be a McAllen.
Right.
How could I get them to be a McAllen? I'd have to convince them that St. John's really changed their life.
Mhm.
And I think that would be easy for so many people that I know. They'd really be able to step up and maybe remember a professor or a class that honestly changed their life. And I think that those things would make people really be considered for having the ability to give back in ways that they could, be it time or talents. So we've done a lot. St. John's has really done good, and I think recognizing that for people recognizing that happened would make people a lot more comfortable and would make people realize that they want to give back.
Right.
They'd be willing to support the school that supported them for so many years.
Very well put. I think that if I were considering to become a McAllen right now, unfortunately, I don't think I'm quite there yet, but you would have definitely convinced me.
That's
So
part of my job. I got to be the recruiter now. So
right. So maybe a couple of years down the road for me. But I just wanted to thank you, Mr. Gallagher, for being a part of the McAllen Spotlight. And I know our McAllen members and Laughlin members will enjoy watching this. So thank you.
thank you very much. Thanks, David. I appreciate it.
No problem. And